On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing to start the drive. Sawyer. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, Sawyer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they... road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Sawyer. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down. Sawyer. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malcolm Kuntz able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Sawyer. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
On the ground with a tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd now. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The drive starts with a run by White. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Sawyer. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Sawyer. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go!
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Back to throw. Sawyer. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On fourth down, Sawyer. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll look to throw now on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Sawyer. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Panthers 17.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, Sawyer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Looking to throw. Sawyer. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Panthers. Jamar Chase, 33 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the right side here with White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brian Burns, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st down, Sawyer. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Sawyer trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sawyer. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll run for it. This is White. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
Had a bit of a lane there. Took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 73 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this to Waller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Carolina, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.